Well, I left Kentucky back in '49 and went to Detroit working on the assembly line. The first year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. Every day I watch them beauties roll by, and sometimes I hang my head and cry, because I always wanted me one that was long and black. One day I devised myself a plan that should be the envy of most any man. I sneak it out of there in a lunchbox in my hand. Now, getting caught meant getting fired, but I figured I'd have it all by the time I retired. I'd have me a car worth at least $100 grand. I'd get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. So the very next day when I punched in with my big lunchbox and the help from a friend, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gears. I've never considered myself a thief, but GM wouldn't miss just one little piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. First day I got me a fuel pump, and the next day I got me an engine and a trunk. Then I got the transmission and all chrome. The little things I could get in my big lunchbox, like nuts and bolts and all four shocks, but the big stuff we snuck out of my buddy's mobile home. Now, up till now, my plan went all right until we tried to put it all together one night, and that's when we noticed that something was definitely wrong. The transmission was a 53, and the motor turned out to be a 73, and when we tried to put in all the bolts, the holes were gone. So we drilled it out, but it would fit with a little bit of help from an adapter kit. We had an engine that was running just like a song. Now the headlights, that was another sight. We had two on the left and one on the right. But when we pulled out the switch, all three of them come on. The back end looked kind of funny too, but when we put it together, that's when we really knew we were through. That's when we noticed that we only had one tail fin. About that time, my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes she had her doubts. But she opened the door and said, "Honey, take me for a spin." So we drove uptown just to get the tags, and I headed her right on down the main drag. And I could hear everybody laughing for blocks around. But up there at the courthouse, they didn't laugh, because to type it up, it took the whole staff. And when they got through, the title weighed 60 pounds. I got it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. Yeah, Red Ryder, this is the Cottonmouth and the Psychobilly Cadillac, come on. This is the Cottonmouth. Negatory on the cost of this machine there, Red Ryder. You might say I went right up to the factory and picked it up myself. It's cheaper that way. What model is it? Well, it's a 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. It's a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 automobile.